Hey yo, what's up everybody? We kicking another sesh with Rypt. And today first we're giving a shout out to Mr. Destiny, because this is what this video is all about here, is daily grinds. I've got a suggestion to start a new account and play and make videos and upload and document progress on, like, you know, that mountain, your local mountain that you look up and you're like, oh, you know that thing that no one wants to climb? That's what it's like starting these new games. I don't want to climb that new mountain. I got a lot of games on the go, and this is what this video is all about. As soon as you pop into the game here, there's all these red dots, and this is how I tackle 6 games per day. So this is basically, I'm a little late today. It's an hour and 15 minutes after the daily reset. And well, let's do it. This is how I tackle on all these games. I don't do all the game modes because I do have 6 games. I do tackle the different game modes a little bit differently throughout the day as well. All right, so in this example here, we got 2 chests and we got 40 turns. We got a lot of turns here. Within the next couple turns, if there's no chests, fuck it, I reset it. I don't usually look for all of them in the first place. Oh, I should have killed that guy, but I'm in a rush. So as soon as I pop into the game, I do Wild Adventure. I do the Mystical Adventure too, the one with the 4-hour cooldown. I just pop those. Then I do the Enemy Contest. See, this is why I like to save and conserve turns as well too, because with the new feature, all you need to save is 24, and it reveals the whole map here. And I like to reset the full 3 times. I got that 24 left over. Pop. There we go. All right, so the first thing I do, again, I should say, is Karen Tower. Climb that. Then I pop over here. Mystical Adventure. Bust off the cooldowns. I like to do that a little bit later on in the day, but usually I get that done early. Then I come down over here. Wild Adventure. Then we go to the Time Leap and get some of these shards. This is a VIP 0 game. All these other games, this is the only VIP 5 game that I have. And right now, I'm playing Mr. Bonghito as well too. I've been playing this game for about 6, 7 months, whatever the case may be. It's been a while. That's the experimental build that I have here. And might as well show you, instead of making the video, I can make it a little bit later as well. Where do we say here? This is what I was trying to experiment with yesterday with the bleed variation. Since we're hitting that back row with Go Tanks, might as well pop in Jiren there and go for no healer. So there's what it looks like. And I even set up the tank on this game to counter, just to counter me. This is my team, and this is Bonghito on the left side. So the bleed variation here, it works very, very well. If I would have slapped my Champa in the back row, it wouldn't have mattered anyways. He would have just been eaten alive, just like Go Tanks. Doesn't matter. It just would have stalled out the inevitable if I would have put Champa in the 3rd row. Because we're putting in a lot of damage here in that 3rd spot with Vegito and Gold Frieza. That detonate's doing huge damage. On top of Jiren's active. See, boom. The only thing here is we're dying pretty quick, so we got to kill guys quick. That's the problem with no healer builds. You have to have that firepower. If you don't have firepower, even I got like I don't have a max tank, but Evil Boo's like one of the best tanks in the game. You should get melted here. Melted by 1 fucking damage. But the bleed ticks, severe wounds. We're doing a lot of damage here with bleed ticks and the severe wound from Jiren as well. So the damage over time is pretty big with this. And our tank just barely survived. So yeah, we managed to hold off without dying here. This is what we're gonna see is that severe wound and then the bleed ticks on the tank. It's gonna be fat damage. See, even if I had Champa there in the 3rd spot, it just would have stalled off the inevitable there. Maybe would have knocked off Evil Boo, but boom, no chance. So yeah, that's the experimental build. I might make a separate video just showing that off later on. So let's get back to making this nonsense. So much dailies. You want daily uploads? I'm not going to do the dailies in the morning. Like when the dailies first reset. I'll make the videos later on. Like, what I do is after the instance, about 2 hours later after the instance, I check back to the dimensional adventure. So here's an example. That's what I'm talking about. Let's just get this crap out of the way first. All right. So after you do some quests, right, throughout the day, see you got 8 hours left. I'll come back, 8 hours, and try to finish off these quests. So that's when I'll make the daily videos. Those clears for all these games takes about 10 or 15 minutes. This opening takes about an hour. It's a longer process. Much more time clearing other game modes, so it just takes a little bit longer doing it. So for daily uploads, if you guys want to follow I was doing this before, documenting progress and stuff like that. So might as well just throw up a video every now and then documenting progress. Like and subscribe, follow along, and watch me grow. The reason you guys might say why damn, I fucking did that wrong. Why I tackle on these modes the way I do is because they're on cooldowns. So I only do the game modes that require cooldowns. And they're the most important ones too. So Karen Tower is important. Wild Adventure's got a cooldown on it. So if you bust all the cooldowns early, you get some of the hearts back for the next day. Right? This you don't have to come back to for later on. There's no urgency to collect this since it's not on a timer. Okay, this is on a timer. Dimensional Adventure's on a timer. So anything on a timer, I do early on, first in the day. And this game it's the mothership. So you get the example. I do all the quests first. All the quests. Now you can do all the quests. So we'll try to do all the quests here through these games as well too. It's kind of difficult if you don't have the right combination of heroes. What really helps is the S heroes to get the androids. The androids help so much in getting the right amount of power that you need to do most of these quests with. You could do some of these normal quests with just one hero, one triple S hero, and a bunch of androids. You'll be able to do most of these normal ones. Some of these expert ones here, these Go tanks, some of them are 20k. Damn, that's a bad example. But some of these here are 20k, and you can do that with just one hero. One hero and a couple androids. Trash cans, as Vegeta likes to say. That saga was really good. The androids first appeared 16, 17, and 18. Vegeta turns Super Saiyan 1 and tries to turn... Well, he does turn 20 into a... He blows his head off. He turns him into a trash can. No match for Saiyans. So what do we got here? Fucking 12 hours. I hate these 12-hour ones. I don't like to do them. Especially just for those kind of resources. But old players coming up. And it's always good to cash in your experience, or your EXP caps, for some gold. Especially for low VIP games. Low VIP games, you're going to need these breakthrough caps. You want to farm those as, like, that's what you want to look for in these shin caps and breakthrough caps. That's the most important in these adventures. Obviously, doing the rest of the quests help too. Even those, just to cash in for old player. Another tactic too for old player is to cash in on Triple S Red Souls. Farm other Triple S hero slots. What I mean by that is, I know you guys got like a team of 5 already, but farm places like Vegeta that you don't have. Try to get the Red Souls here for characters that you don't have, so you can cash them in for old player. It gives you tons of Triple S picks, so you'll always have resources to raise Triple S heroes. Tons. Yeah, I'll never get Belmont. I'll never get some of these heroes anyways. So these shards are just used for old player exchange. Let's get to some of these quests. Not a good roll today. It's not. It's all right. It has a good combination of shins and And breakthrough caps, actually, but just on the lower end. Not bad, not bad. See, okay, with those two, here's exactly what I'm talking about. These two, you can just bust them off here with one hero. I was just about to use two, but you don't even have to. So we'll make her with the androids. There you go, a couple androids, and gives you well over 20k. There you go. And also, what you can do is reset some of your heroes as well. And you can do some more of those quests. So this is how you actually do all of the quests. So if you don't, even if you have, for fucking video's sake, might as well. Even if you have a hero already developed, right, and you're afraid to take them off, you don't have to be afraid. Don't be afraid, guys. Look. Oh my god, what happened? You have the hero, he's level 1, and you still keep the God Star, and you could just put him anywhere else. So this is why I had in the other video the 4 damage build, or sorry, the 3 damage build. I just put Beerus in the Vados resonance slot. You could put him anywhere you want. You could put him in the tank slot. You could put him anywhere you want, and there's no repercussions of changing him out and putting him in. Okay, you're still gonna keep the most important stuff here. You don't want to put any resources into them, mind you. But there's no harm in doing this, even if you have a full set of whatever. The only thing is, you can't lock the hero in Ace Showdown. So you can't have them here. You can't have any of the resonance heroes that you're using appear here, because they'll just lock. It'll say, "Oh no, they're in Ace," and you can't just easily swap them out. You can, but it's just a pain in the ass. Just to keep taking them off Ace and then putting them back in. But it's really helpful, especially for the lower end VIP games, so you can gather a lot of resources in the Dimensional Adventure. It gives tons. Tons and tons and tons. So this is a never-ending rinse and repeat process. Basically banging off as much quests as we can, taking the heroes off resonance, going back. Let's see if we can polish up here. So yeah, we could basically do all of these quests now. Might as well do these 8 hours. If I can, I'll try to avoid these quests for this resource. It's useless. Maybe they could do something with that part of the game. Who knows? Do some improvements, because those are absolutely useless resources, and even them appearing in the quests are just like fuck. So hopefully they could buff that, do something with that, because it's not going anywhere, and it's been like that for a long time. That's a useless game mode. We cannot have useless game modes, especially when we are dying for resources. But help to have something valuable there. But at least for these quests, you don't really need anything like that. It's already done. Pow. A Kung Pao. But I'm running low on these other heroes too. So it's hard to combo up now. Very hard to combo up. Yes, there we go. Maybe might not be able to do this one. It's just not enough. Yeah, nope. Not enough support heroes. Alright, so after the adventure's done, don't have to collect anything else. What I like to do is just clear out the clan and then move on to the next game. It is clan battle today. It's one of my least favorite parts of this game. The conquest really sucks. Hopefully they could buff the game mode, do something with it. It's just not too fun. Might as well give your friends a handshake and then move on to the next game. So we go on to list. It's Scamwise next. I just go down from the server list. There's no game I take on in particular. I just move down from the servers. I made these games roughly 3 weeks apart from the mothership. And some might ask why I have so much games. When the game first started, they had no successions. No successions. You had to raise the hero that you wanted to use, and you couldn't experiment with other heroes until, like, I don't know, 6 or 7 months later they brought out successions. By then it was way too late because I was overwhelmed with all these games, and they were pretty. It's been 6-7 months, so it's been developed. And games like Scamwise here, have their own. I have a server here, all to myself. This is a nice abandoned server. It's been abandoned for a year and a half. The majority of Scamwise's development has been abandoned gameplay, and this is what you want. You want servers that nobody plays. Do not cry about your server not being populated enough. You get all the resources to yourself. You don't have to compete with any players, especially spenders, and you get everything to yourself. It's a big wide open world, and it's all for you. Just imagine that. That's all what I dreamed of. Like, god damn, I wish it was just only me. And in this server it is. And it's fucking great. I'm telling you, it's paradise, actually. Scamwise is just raking in the resources. So much so that we got about 163k diamonds. And we're already sitting on a Beerus, too. So it's not bad, right? We just leveled up to 300. Average team here is about 300. Got one more triple S to deal with to get out of the way. And we're sitting on a pile of resources as well, too. Maybe enough for a 5, like just basically a 5-star. No god. If you got about 300 dragon shards, that's just enough for a 5-star. You need over about 400, 500 for your first god star. Whoa, this guy's packing some heat. Ultra Jiren. Alright, see, this is what I mean. Sometimes you just get first picks at everything. And first picks at everything, that's the game's privilege. You have to pay a lot of money for that. For the first place. For a good spot. And this game's fortunate enough on the server. Just lucky that there's just nobody. Thank you. He just gets to develop. And that's what we're looking for. So remember, the same thing. We just tackle the game modes all the same way. I find that this is the fastest way to clear multiple games. So if you have multiple games on the go, doing the game modes that just have the timer is the best way to go, so you don't waste too much time. And again, I'm not looking to collect all the Kiko either. You want to see how much Kiko I have? A ridiculous amount. I don't think it'll show up in the video. Oh yeah, it will. There. So 207. Yeah, it's a lot. We got a lot. Tons. More than enough to raise. So that's why I like to blow past it. And now with the new feature, it's good to save up some hearts and just do that quick clear. This one we already did. Sometimes you're fortunate enough to get all the chests anyways. Fantastic. Wonderful. Don't have to waste too much time doing that. Scamwise was pretty easy today. This game too, we got 4 Triple S heroes. The reason why I'm working on Gold Frieza is because we got a lot of red souls here. Just farming over time. So we might as well just build him up and maybe succeed out for another hero. If you find yourself with an overabundance of a hero that you have in resources, just use that resource for that hero. Then maybe succeed out. I have so much other demonstrations and other videos. Recently with the hit video, where I got a ton of Wiz red souls and I just use them and then succeed to a different character. I use that strategy to build up these games as well. Another example here to build up games, like if you have a starter game, right? Get an idea of who you want to use. So if you're just starting the game and you got your first Triple S, your first Triple S should be either Hit or Gold Frieza. And then your next unit should be Gotenks, Super Saiyan 3. Now, you don't have to buy Gotenks right off the bat, okay? Even if he appears in the summon, just save resources. Just buy one triple S hero and just work on that triple S until it's a 5-star. After you get your one triple S hero to a 5-star, then buy your next hero, and then your next hero is going to be Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. So while you've been farming up that one triple S to a 5-star, you farm up your second one already. Alright, so it'll give you more than enough time in between raising heroes to gather resources for the next hero. So with Gold Frieza, I already have enough for a 2-star god. So that's why I'm already putting him in the time machine. And he's going to be the next one to pop in here. It wouldn't matter if it was... It could be anybody. It doesn't matter. It could be Goku as well, too, because I got a lot of Goku Red Souls, I think. No, I haven't been farming them in this game either way. It could be Hit. If I had Hit, there's 85 Red Souls. That's enough for a 1-star god. And you can switch over. Anyways, see, same thing with Gotenks. Same type of same thing with Vados and Beerus. Right? If I succeed a damage dealer in for Vados, right? If I put in Red Goku here for Vados, I could just build up Vados all over again because I have all those Red Souls. So that's what I'm talking about. Build up heroes while you're already building up one hero. And if you're starting one game, starting a new game from scratch, you just want one triple S hero and build up that one triple S hero. You could use 4 double S heroes. 4 double S heroes are okay. Until you get that one triple S to a 5-star, then you could buy your next unit's support unit, Gotenks Super Saiyan 3. He works really well as an off-tank. He's really tanky unit. You get that damage boost and control. He's the next best unit for a starter game. So what the hell are we doing here? Who killed Goku's grandpa? Obviously Goku did. Little Goku when he was a kid. And then after that, too, what you want to do is the next unit is as a damage dealer. Either you want 2 damage, 2 triple S damage. So in the summon return, you got Gold Frieza and you got Hit. That's probably the best damage you could use for the summon return. So those are the actual heroes you use first, and then you use Gotenks, and then you build up a tank, and then you build up a healer. The healers last. You could get away with using Jocko for a long time. Once you put in a triple S tank, Jocko's got his defense aura, and it'll make that triple S tank a little bit more tankier. So even though he has weaker heals, his damage aura will help keep the tank alive anyways. And if you got a tank like Champa, which is in the summon return, he's healing himself for a lot, and Jocko's heals will just top him up that much more anyways. And give him that damage boost, the defense boost. So that's why you don't have to rush a healer right off the bat either. Healers are not good starting. You want 2 damage. You want support for that damage. Gotenks is the best one you can get. And then you want a tank. You can get away with using Cell for a long time. Majin Buu, like a double S tank. A very, very long time. Oh, come on. We don't got the right amount. The right combos. No way. Still, we have to use this. The fusion combo gives a lot of power, so try to incorporate that for harder quests. Damn, that's another one that's going to use a lot. And we just had this combination before. Will not produce. No way. We're 10k short. That we're a little bit closer with Vegeta. Not going to make it. Not with those combos. So might as well just knock this one off and then take some more off the resonance. Then we'll just move on to the other game. For games that are annoying a little bit for these quests, just like to power through them anyways. Since there's a lot on the go, time restraints sometimes, just say fuck it, put them in there. Doesn't have to be perfect every day. As long as you're doing majority of those quests too, the quests matter a lot. And when I make the second video later on in the day, That's where it really counts too. So you're doing these quests as much as possible, and capitalizing on the cooldowns. So another daily carpal tunnel pain. Clicking these off. It's good old times, eh? Dragonball Idol. It's exciting. Not as exciting after is building these teams. Getting resources, getting stronger. That's what it's all about, right? That's why we come in here and do this nonsense. And plan ahead. Like I said, if you got these low end, if you got a low end game or a starter game, plan ahead. Plan for future units. If you're not a spender, you're getting most of your units from the summon and return anyways. The best damage nowadays is just Gold Frieza and hit. Or sorry, Red Goku. Red Goku 2. Red Goku, Frieza. See, Frieza's a starter one. You start off with Frieza, and then you have to basically buy one of the other units. Either Hit or Goku. And I would just go with Hit. Bleed's the easier choice to start off because the clan tech, it's a lot easier just to build basically for 2 units, a defense unit and skill units. So that's why you just run with 2 tanks, 2 support units, and a skill damage unit. So get your game strong. You don't have to split up resources building attack units, especially with clan tech, early on in the game. So that's why early on in the game, Bleed is really good. And it forces you, well, it doesn't force you. You can use the other options, but it's not too good. You're not going to win. You're not going to hold ranks in your tournament spots. You're going to struggle developing and getting resources for your team if you go that way. But in the long run, right, if you get these in the long run, they're a lot better than like example from what this guy has. You know, the Reds are a lot better. See, he's just stalled out. You know what I mean? You can't keep this build forever. Those builds evolve into these type of builds. But you need a lot of resources. You need a lot of Dragon Shards, and that takes a lot of time. So I would still recommend, right off the bat, is just get Gold Frieza or get Hit. If Hit appears and Hit's there, just get Hit anyways. Just start the game with Hit. And then your other damage dealers, Red Goku. So that means you don't have to buy Gold Frieza. You don't have to waste that Dragon Shard. You don't have to waste the 8,000 diamonds. That's the thing, too, with conserving resources. Don't buy the heroes. Save the resources to actually raise up the heroes. You know, so if you're fortunate enough, if early on in the game, if the game releases Hit, you might as well just get Hit. If it doesn't, Gold Frieza's the best unit. Or, like I said, building up the Reds, Vegeta's not even that good anyways, because now that Hit's in there, Hit makes a better unit to support Goku. So if you're thinking about getting the Reds and Goku, the Blues aren't too good. It's just wasting resources on heroes that aren't too good, that won't help develop and push your game. And that's what stalls development as well, too, is wasting resources on other heroes. So even though the Blues are good, you know, kind of, they're not as good. So, you know, it's a lot of Dragon Shards, a lot of resources wasted on these heroes. They're not as good. So that's why the proper choice in the summon return is pretty important, too. Early on in the game, you don't want to spend too much Dragon Shards and Diamonds on shitty heroes. You could basically make a team with 1 triple S and 4 double S heroes. You can even use an attack unit. You know, Miracle Trunks is pretty good early on in the game as a double S attack. Vegeta's not Majin Vegeta for bleed. It's pretty good. You know, but what cheaps out other teams, what cheaps out other builds is just 1 damage builds, Gold Frieza builds, and just use 2 double S tanks, and 2 double S support. That's it. It's all about how you spend resources. This game's like a job. It gives you a certain amount of money per day. So you only get so much money per day. Is it feasible for you to live in Beverly Hills when you're making fucking $80 a day? $100 a day? No. So that's what it's like if you want like a full team of triple S heroes. You basically want to live in Beverly Hills, and the game's only giving you as much as like a part-time job in fucking Venezuela. You get you're getting pennies on the hour. You're getting nothing. No resources. Especially if you're like a VIP 0 game or you're not spending any money to get the resources. You're getting the bare minimum. So with that, you want to keep within reasonable means, right? You want to live in the ghetto if you have ghetto resources. But if you fucking plan and manage and save and do things right, you get out of the ghetto and you go to the next step. The next step is like fucking, I don't know, down the street. A little bit nicer. That's like two triple S heroes now. You got a little bit nicer. But you're still getting the same fucking money. Is it feasible now to go to Beverly Hills? Hell no. You still got, I know, that much more to go, but you still have only that much more resources coming in. So you still got to plan, you still got to work hard, you still got to take things slow, and then you can move from down the street to even more up the street into the penthouse. Now you're in the Jeffersons, moving on up. You got 3 triple S. That all takes time, and again, it's just managing the resources that you have. If you spend money, you're gonna. That's the ticket to fast development. If you don't spend money, you have to plan, you have to strategize, and build teams ahead for the long run, especially in the adventure. So build for 2 damage dealers and build for at least Go Tanks. Go Tanks is all the way up at the top of the map here. See, Vados and Champa are all the way down here. On an expert, you need a pretty good team to get all the way down here. A single Gold Frieza build, the Reds, that's going to take a long time to get all the way down here on expert. Not all the way with Go Tanks, so you can farm him up very, very easy. You get 5 shards on expert, so that makes his spot very easy to get. Same thing with Fat Boo too. So you could get spots that are easily accessible, farm them up, and then if you want, you can succeed for other heroes later on. You don't have to necessarily keep the heroes. You could always succeed out, but farm the heroes that are easy to get for your game. It's always going to be easy to get Go Tanks. He's all the way up here. Stacked. Beautiful. We're looking for a 320 Dice Bowl. Dice Bowl. And once Dice Bowl's 320, we'll probably pop in another triple S into this game. This game's got 3 triple S and 2 tanks. 2 double S tanks. And it's, again, another VIP 0 game. But you get the right heroes. It's only 3 triple S. It does really good. You could compete with a lot of the other players. You know, you could beat some players here and gather some points. Even though I got a lot of points here. This Ace, there's a lot more people in Ace now. There's like everyone from like the 800s fucking server now. So there's a lot more people in this. Even though I got a lot of points, I'm not even showing up on the rank. But it can compete with the other players. And it only has 3 triple S heroes. But the heroes that it has are really good. That's because I didn't spend... Okay, I got Fat Boo from the theme summon. He just popped up. Got lucky. Summoned him up. I didn't spend any diamonds on him. Didn't spend... I spent diamonds on Goku, Frieza, and Go Tanks. It wasn't until, what, 2 years later that Champa came out. That's when we got Champa in the Summon Return. So this game just had 3 triple S heroes for 2 years. And that's why I saved as much resources as possible. I didn't spend the Dragon Shards. I didn't spend the diamonds on heroes in the Summon Return. Oh, whoever pops up comes up. So what? Save your diamonds. Save them, save them, save them. Save, save, save. Save the Dragon Shards for raising heroes. This game's almost ready to pop in a 4th triple S. That's because it doesn't have the other ones. These were event heroes which cost diamonds. This game's already sitting at 130, 140k diamonds. So for the last 2 years before the Jiren event, this game was sitting at 300k diamonds. I didn't spend any diamonds on return heroes. I didn't spend any diamonds on events. I skipped events for almost 2 years. Waiting, and because you know why? I'll tell you why. A spender. This guy. So every time an event comes up, this guy spends, and I can't. And there's no way a VIP 0 game is going to compete with a spender, especially when it comes with events. As if you guys notice that, once an event comes up, you might have dropped your hard-earned diamonds and not get what you wanted. Well, not this guy. And especially since I have, 3 or 4 other games going, I could save and be patient with certain games. And that's what I did. I was patient for 1.5 years, 2 years, not spending diamonds, not spending dragon shards. I only had gold freeze. I only had 2 double S heroes triple S heroes at the time. Gold Frieza and Vados. I just recently added in all these other heroes. Alright, so I only bought 3 heroes in this game. Goku, I didn't even end up using Goku, so don't even buy Goku. That's another mistake. All you need to buy was Gotenks. All I bought was Gotenks and Frieza. Okay, it wasn't until 2 years Champa came out. This guy got lucky, dropped from the summon return, and all these other heroes came from event heroes, from spending diamonds. So all you need in your games, literally, if you're playing for 1.5 years, you're not spending any money, you don't plan on doing that, is 2 triple S heroes. Now you get to pick whatever you want. You could pick Goku and Hit. You could pick Frieza and Gotenks. That's probably the best ones you can do, the best ones for damage, and the best ones for raising your teams. They're the best choices. Gotenks is rock solid. It's a tanky unit. He adds a lot of damage to the team, especially if you're just using a 1 damage dealer build. He's the best unit to get. If you want attack units as your main damage in your game, Hit and Goku. If you can't get Hit and Goku, don't spend the diamonds. As simple as that. Just wait, and wait. Wait for events to come out. And get an event hero. Get Beerus. Single Beerus build, like Scamwise, is infinitely better than any summon return hero you can get. It doesn't matter. So if you could save for Beerus and just hold out, that'll be much better than your Gold Frieza build. That'll be much better than your Reds. That'll be much better than anything you can get in the summon return. So it's how you spend your resources. With this game as well, I was lucky because I wasn't competing with anybody really. I could still beat this guy with his build, with Gold Frieza, and still maintain a 2nd rank. Alright? Get the 2nd rank. That's all that matters. Even if I get the 3rd rank, it's okay. It doesn't matter. I'm still getting a top rank. It's a dead server. I didn't have to change that Gold Frieza build for 2 years. It didn't matter if new heroes came out. As long as you keep your game and you can compete and keep your ranks on your server, do not change a thing. You don't need to. It allows you to accumulate resources for better heroes in the events. It's all about the event heroes. You don't want summon return heroes. Now I got these heroes. They're infinitely better. The Pride team is infinitely better than anything you can get in the summon return. So when building games, you just want 1 or 2 triple S heroes. So you gotta really, you don't have too much choices. You either go bleed, or you just get Hit and Goku. That's your only choice in this game. And I would just suggest getting those heroes and then just saving resources. Especially diamonds, especially dragon shards. And then when you get the heroes that you want, then you could add in a 3rd or a 4th triple S hero. Then you could start adding in heroes. Once you get the proper combos, once you get the proper heroes to support the combos and the right characters. Because if you add in characters that you prematurely don't combo up right, your game can underperform. You can end up losing ranks, positions to other players that you shouldn't necessarily lose to in the first place. So here's the thing too, when you're starting up a game, don't use double S damage dealers. I know they seem appealing. They look pretty good these days. There's a lot of back row ones. Don't even bother doing that. Just get one triple S from the summon return and use that as your main damage dealer for your game. Don't even bother with the double S heroes in this game by now are just used for fodder. They're nothing more than raising up triple S heroes. Except for the tanks and the healers. And Super Saiyan 1 Go tanks is the only viable unit. The only other viable unit other than a tank and a healer. All the other units are useless. Every single one of them. Especially, including Rosie. She looks pretty good, not bad. But you get a vulnerability and a heal reduction. Right? But you get much more damage boost with Go tanks. He's still a solid tanky unit. You get the halo and you get the minus energy. The minus energy is cheap. Go tanks is just cheap. He's the best unit outside of a tank and outside of the healers. That's the only other unit at a double S level that you could use. All the other ones are useless. And all the other ones are just used to raise up triple S heroes. Alright, this is what everybody does. So the starter games, we'll see if we could find a starter game here. A lot of guys that quit. Yeah, this is perfect. Okay, this is what a starter game should look like. If you're starting the game, this is your team. You're gonna be looking at. I know it's gonna be boring. It's called Dragonball Idol, but you're gonna be looking at this build for like a year, man, until you can get that Frieza to a 5-star, and then build up resources for another one. Then that's the only thing you're gonna be looking at, man. I know it sucks, but that's the fucking build. That's the only build you could use. There's no other build you can use. This build beats fucking everything too. It beats everything. It beats. It's cheap. It beats everything else as well. So don't underestimate that. But that build right there that I showed you, I mean, I know it sucks, whatever, but you're gonna have to be looking at that for a long, long, long time, unless you can get a hit. You can build a single, like a build like that. Instead of Gold Frieza, you could use Red Goku. Sure, you could use Red Goku. Might as well, right? So your second hero, you could put in another damage dealer like Hit. Or I wouldn't even use fucking Vegeta, because Vegeta's really bad. Just use Go Tanks. Go Tanks and Red Goku. Or Go Tanks and Frieza. Go Tanks is better than Vegeta. Go Tanks will output more damage, not than Vegeta, but it'll help output more damage for your team, for your Goku, which does more damage anyways. So, I guess for the start, you could either use Frieza or you could use Goku. There's not much choice. You don't have choice. So this game and the other videos, if you guys are interested in the, when I did the succeeding for Hit, this game was able to be a gatekeeper. I was keeping the gates for a long, 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 long time. At least a day or so. So making that change, adding in Hit and Frieza, it made an impact to the game. It made an impact to the server. I was able to maintain that spot for a little bit until we were able to make Go Tanks a little bit stronger. But the change was a change for the better. Okay. Let's knock this off. All right. So we're running low on these hearts. I might as well kill this and see what we can reveal. Hopefully we get something. Nice. It's right over here. Perfect. So hopefully you could use some of those tips. I mean, especially if this is mostly just for starters. Mostly just for most of the people that are well versed in the game should kind of know the strategy by now. But just remember, the game only gives you so much resources, and you can only build with 1 or 2 triple S for a while. Now, the reason why you save up diamonds for events is not just for the event heroes, but for the resources as well. They give a lot of dragon shards, and that helps raise the team. Usually, the events will help give you resources to raise your team too. So that's another reason why you would want to save diamonds, and mostly for the big time events too, because it gives a lot of resources to help build your team. The events really help build your team too. Look at it this way: the events are like end game content. So if you ever played like an MMO, blah blah blah, or anything like that, there's usually like dungeons that require, you know, whatever, right? End game. You need the best possible gear, the best possible content at the time, in order to tackle on that specific thing. Well, the events are like that too, if you noticed. If you don't have the right diamonds, you don't have 150k, you don't have 200k, you can't, you know, you're shit out of luck for that. The events are basically end game, so take them kind of serious, especially if you're a serious player. Save your diamonds for rare events. Jiren events, great. Jiren's a fantastic character. Obviously, Beerus and Gogeta. Nowadays, they fluctuate between 150k to 200k diamonds now. The 100k is just a bare minimum thing for Beerus, where you just get 40 shards. So, you know, 100k kind of, well, 100k guarantees you 20, but now you need 150 to get that extra 20. Before, it was just 100k. 100k for 20, and then for like second or third spot, 100k, you get those other 20 shards. Now they switched it up to 150. So not even to participate in events, you need roughly 150k diamonds. And if you don't have end game content, you know, you can't progress as well too. So if you don't have some of these rare event heroes, it's going to be difficult to beat other people's teams as well, because other people have, you know, the rare heroes. Alright. It always helps to remember what game you're in, too. Good, good. I kind of forgot who I'm farming for another hero. Maybe, I don't know. I just used Wiz in this game, right? So I don't know who I have that's all stacked up. I should go look. This is planning, right? So now we're getting ready for a 5th triple S in this game. So who the hell are we doing? It's a good question. We're going to build up Dragon Shards for. So who do we have Red Souls for? We got Fatty. We got, oh, Goku. Look at that here. We got almost enough for a 2-star God Goku. So, and Frieza. Holy shit. Got a ton of Friezas. So in the meantime, might as well. Wait. Oh yeah, I can't. Oh, can't. Oh wait. Unless we got the limit break up here. Yes, we can. Could start farming Goku if I haven't already. Wiz, what's your problem? Aw, man. Alright, so that's one thing too, planning on this game. Now for that next hero, and especially in the time machine, I want to put in Goku, because we already have, you know, 250 Goku Red Souls. That's great. Great. We got no Dragon Shards. It'll take, I don't know, fucking 5-6 months. A long, long time. 5 or 6 months, and then 5 or 6 months down the road, we'll have all the Red Souls we need, and we'll have all the resources we need if you plan ahead right now. See, this game, maybe, what, last week I made that video where we made the 4th triple S on this game in particular. So we already drained all the resources out. It's going to take 5-6 months to get the resources back in. And if you do some pretty good planning, you can cut down that time by maybe a month. So putting in Goku in the machine for a long time gets you a lot of shards. That's what we're looking for too. So got to remember tomorrow to put Goku in that machine and start that trend for the next 3-4 months. So we can get, you know, another 60, 90 shards just from being in the machine for 3 months. That's hyperbolic. I see there with the what I was about to say here with the heroes like Gotenks, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. If you manage to use the summon return and save enough orbs for this, oh whoa, he appears in the card pool. See, most of the characters that you can get lucky. You can get Red Goku, you can get Gotenks and Frieza, and you don't have to spend diamonds. I was fortunate enough to get like Fat Boo. I got Frieza, Red Goku. I got Red Goku twice in this fucking game after spending the diamonds on him, so it's a big kick in the face. This is a game where you have to be patient, and if you're not patient, you could just blow resources prematurely, and then you could get like heroes that you already got in the summon return for free. Oh, that's happened to us probably a few times. That's another pro tip, is just don't blow resources. Alright. I know I got one more game, but we're going to cut it quits. Cut her short. Because who the hell wants to hear me talk about one more game? Damn, these guys suck. They don't give me the right combinations. Just to do that. Terrible. Just to give me that. 30k. Pathetic. Look at this. 32. I won't even give me the... fucking thank you. What nonsense. Alright, guys. That's as much advice I can give for just beginner players. This whole video was just about raising teams at a beginner level, so I'll keep it at that. I know it's been a long-winded video, but thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate you guys kicking another sesh. Take care, everybody.